You're listening to the Long Game Podcast. I'm your host, Sandra Scaiano. It's promoted for weeks before it arrives. It's on the news, in your inbox, and on social media before, during, and after. Amazon Prime Day has become the major event for Amazon, but not without its critics. The Prime Day event is much like a launch in our online and small businesses. There's so much sales psychology that goes into it. And with that, there are some things that we can take away from the process perfected by the world's biggest retailer. Today, we are diving into the phenomenon that is Amazon Prime Day and what ideas come for us from it. You're listening to the Long Game Podcast with Sandra Scaiano. In a world where everyone is doing, it's easy to get lost in a sea of comparison, secret tricks, and promises of overnight success. The long game is my approach to business. The actual day in and day out philosophy that you have to show up, you have to do the work, and there's no quick fixes for long-term success. I'm a web designer, digital strategist, and energetic thinker, and I'm here to share the process and lessons I experience with my clients daily who are going through the same struggles of building a business as you are. We'll hear from successful entrepreneurs sharing their long game strategies, and I'm fun, so we're going to have a little fun along the way too. Thanks for being here. Let's get to today's episode. I've had so many thoughts about Amazon Prime Day this year as the first must-get lists hit my inbox weeks before the July sale date. Today, I'm not rehashing everything about what Amazon Prime Day is, but rather picking out a few things that this global business does that we entrepreneurs can and should be doing too. One thing is for sure, Amazon would not be doing these things if they weren't effective, right? All right, so let's talk about this, the event. What started in 2015 as a 20th anniversary celebration has now topped $11 billion in 2-day sales. 11 billion plus was the reported sales in 2021. Backlinko has a great article on some Prime Day stats that I'm pulling from here and linking to it in the show notes as well. With over 200 million Prime members and availability in 22 countries, Amazon Prime Day is a genius marketing move by Amazon. By creating an event that offers exclusive deals and discounts to Prime members, which the subscription is now $139 a year or $14.99 a month, Amazon has not only increased Prime membership sales, which these came in at 25 plus billion in 2020, but it's also boosted its own sales figures. All right, let's just pause for a minute on these membership site numbers, 25 plus billion annually. So recurring revenue can be big business. Amazon Prime Day has helped to build the Amazon brand by creating a sense of urgency and excitement around shopping on the site during this time. Event marketing like this is an effective way to grow a business, and Amazon Prime Day is a prime example of how to do it right. All right, so let's break this down a little bit. So this has become an event, and as such, it has crossed the bounds into event marketing using a number of tactics to get the word out and to get buyers from every sector over to their site. All right, it's no coincidence that Prime Day falls in the middle of the summer. Besides the fact that Black Friday already exists, according to psychologists, humans are more likely to spend money when they're happy. And the long days and warm weather of summertime, that makes people feel good. And of course, Amazon is well aware of this psychological phenomenon, and they use it to their advantage by offering tempting deals that are just too good to pass up. And when your competition starts their own similar events, you know that you have created a notch in the marketplace. And, this is also interesting as Amazon has grown its year-over-year revenue for Prime Day from $1 billion to $11 billion in sales. Competitors like the Targets and the Walmarts and even Best Buy, them not playing in this event space, they're going to lose more market share to Amazon. So it's all to say that copycats or interpretations of good ideas, it happens at all levels, right? And I want to note too that Amazon does not call this a sale. This is an event. This is Prime Day, and you get deals on Prime Day. For their event, they have changed the language they use to reference this so that it stands out. Prime Day is different than Black Friday or any other sale days that occur throughout the year. When you make something an annual event in your business, the first year is always going to be the toughest. We all know that, right? You're getting the word out, you're building, and then from there, you are refining each subsequent year. So it's important to take good notes and do a debrief of your process for your event once completed. You'll be able to identify what worked, what didn't, and plan accordingly going forward. You'll also be able to compile your event stats so that you can monitor your year-over-year numbers and your different segments that you're following. And you can also go back and check out episode 80 of the Long Game Podcast, which is Black Friday promotion strategies with Maureen Mwangi. She goes into detail on what questions to ask yourself in a proper sales period debrief. Okay, so number one, we've got to make something an event and do it annually. All right, let's break it down a little bit more. Prime Day is an event that's a PR machine. Amazon PR works to get a ton of promotion for Prime Day. And this is interesting because it's not just a straight PR play. Yes, there is some of that with like leaks about what products will be on sale, for instance, but these advanced notice ideas, they get a lot of clicks for online sites. And, these leak posts, they produce a lot of traffic, which is another way that media and entrepreneurs can make money. But the PR promotion is also tied into affiliate sales. So many major outlets, from the Today Show to Pure Wow to Mashable, they are Amazon affiliates. So not only do they cover the retail news, they can also receive a commission for purchases you make when using one of their links. And this is the Amazon 1-2 punch, working hand in hand with PR. And of course, they're getting these prominent placements with their media partners because so many of them are making commissions on their editors' recommendations. And for us, this shows us the power of affiliate marketing. Amazon is using this tactic, affiliate marketing, to get in front of various audiences in a way where they're able to make a deeper connection. These media houses, they already know how to speak to their audiences and they have a loyal following. So their recommendations, they carry more weight, more than just when it's listed on Amazon's site alone. And also, media companies are promoting Prime Day heavily to their audiences, since they're getting a commission on purchases. So the impact of the Prime Day event is spread wider than Amazon could do alone. But media companies have to be conscious of who they partner with and the potential backlash. In the case of Amazon, Refinery29 posted an article recently on the benefits of a Prime membership. Although there was no clear commission disclosure on this particular article up at the top, which most will let you know that they could receive a commission, there are a number of links within the article. And, with the outright theme of the article promoting Amazon Prime membership, it's really pushing it hard. You have to figure that there's got to be some upside for Refinery29 as well here. So posts, I'm here for the comments. I love to check the comments, which on this post, they were quite pointed at why a media company like Refinery29 would be taking Amazon money when there's so much out there about worker mistreatment and various ethical issues. You got to take that, I guess. In this scenario, though, something else interesting arises for us to note as business owners. Okay, I'm going a little deep here, so follow along. Like the practice of updating past posts with newer and current year info. So some of the harsh comments on the Refinery29 article dated back to as far as 2019. And that means Refinery29 is capitalizing on their SEO juice for this article and updating it to the most current benefits and pricing that Amazon Prime offers. All right, it's pretty smart there. And another lesson that we can all glean from Prime Day. And, it can be more beneficial to go back and update past content than to write it anew. Refinery doesn't need to compete with itself on a post ranking by making this article evergreen in its approach. It has the ability to show up anytime someone asks Google about the benefits of an Amazon Prime membership, which at this time, I'm sure a lot of people are Googling that prior to Prime Day each year. And again, if your site has advertising on it, an updated post with existing SEO will bring in more traffic than something new that Google has to contemplate ranking. So the Prime Day lessons, they just are coming from every angle here. Okay, another way that Amazon is connecting with other audiences is through the use of its Amazon Live platform. This QVC style live streaming sector is tapping into the power of its creators and influencers to drive sales for Prime Day. According to TechCrunch, Amazon is using influencers to help the e-commerce giant have a successful sales event at a time when shoppers are fearful of a potential recession and, understandably, being more conservative with their spending during a time of inflation. A lot of Gen Z shoppers trust the creators they follow, and Gen Z makes up 40% of influencer-oriented shoppers. So the names promoted in these Amazon Live partnerships include Kevin Hart, Australian model Amanda Kerr, and a number of the Bravo celebrities. They are always a part of the influencer circuit. Similar influencers were featured on Amazon Live for the first time in 2021 and really helped to boost views and sales. Also from TechCrunch, I'm going to quote regarding 2021, tens of millions of customers watched the streams on Amazon Live and engaged with creators over 100,000 times via its live chat feature. The company also boasted that when an Acer convertible laptop and Sony headphones were featured in the live streams, both sold out in less than 25 minutes. All right, that's an amazing stat. And this goes back to the idea of this as an event, right? 2021 saw the introduction of the Amazon live stream support for Prime Day. And then they were building upon that concept this year. No doubt that the Amazon team debriefed and tweaked so that for 2022, this element could support their event even more. Okay, live streamed interviews on social, chatting about who we are and introducing products and doing these things inside of Facebook groups too. These are ways we as online business owners and entrepreneurs can take the same successful tactics Amazon is using and bring them into our own worlds. Make this part of your affiliate promotion offering. And for online marketers, this isn't a new idea, right? Live streaming, but it's a reminder to build out whatever programs, events that you are creating in your business and be sure to tap into these ideas as support as well. Another lesson from the Prime Day Bonanza. Use all of your marketing channels and educate your customers on using your systems if need be. So first off, the Amazon homepage, it's a cacophony of Prime Day deals, links, and has a featured section called Prep for Prime Day. Here there are things to do to get additional discounts, info on how to use your Alexa device for Prime Day deals, and even a small business sweepstakes for those who want to support small businesses that are on Amazon. And this is a nod to Amazon addressing some of its capitalist controversy. And of course, you can shop the early deals and link to the Amazon live streams right from the homepage. All right, so let's break this down a little bit. The Alexa integration for Prime Day, and if you have an Alexa device, there is a whole page of clear instructions on how to use your Alexa device to make reminders and even purchases of your favorite deals. And this would be something, usually only done by some of the savviest Prime Day customers. But with the heads up that this is a possibility and the instructions page, it's attainable to so many more potential customers. And this is important. Giving people the tools to help them within your ecosystem. This concept is the E in my peak framework. E is for entry. And when you make the entry or onboarding to your processes accessible and easy, people will be able to help themselves. And in Amazon's case, this makes for more sales. And I want to note too that Amazon's updated homepage and sections, they have added so many of these just for the Prime Day event timeframe. And it's something that I've said over and over here. Your website is malleable. You can update it with your latest news, promote events, direct people to custom areas that will inform them further. Now, granted, many of us online business owners, we have a different sense of style than Amazon. And yes, I did use the word cacophony to describe its homepage earlier, but we can still make temporary adjustments that work within our business style to highlight things at specific times for our businesses. Okay, last point I'm making about Prime Day today. Online marketers have been kvetching about the topic of urgency and things like countdown timers for a while now. But we all know that deadlines and limited time opportunities work. With Amazon Prime Day, there are lead-up deals and some extended deals, but the bulk of the deals are taking place within 48 hours. You snooze, you lose. And it is this urgency that boosts the success of Prime Day and how the brand can sell billions over a 2-day span. You will pay more tomorrow if you don't buy it today. So a psychological principle that comes into play here is loss aversion, where we dislike losing things more than we enjoy gaining them. It's a FOMO of sorts. We want the TV and know it's on sale on Prime Day. And if we don't buy it now, we will be kicking ourselves after the sale is over. Even if we can find the same TV on sale again, if we just look, it's the hype that gets us all riled up. So applying urgency to your offers is a big lesson here. How you navigate this will come down to how you've built your funnel and how you are, putting it out there. There are no wrong answers when it comes to how you want to handle things for your own business. And, one of the toughest mountains to climb in online business is initiating a purchase on evergreen products. We know that urgency can be a big boost to the end sales result. So think about how you want to build that in, knowing the value that it can play in the sales process. All right. So there are some things we can learn from watching and paying attention to what the big retailers do. Let's recap what we've covered today. Create an event. This is more than just a change in wording. It's what you build and allows for ease the more you do it. Make something into an event and do it annually. All right, number 2, we talked about the PR machine and affiliates. These are big conduits to other people's audiences. And don't forget the idea about updating a past post to build upon its SEO juice. Live streaming opportunities. Incorporate these into your event. Use all your marketing channels and educate your consumers on using your systems if need be. And number 5, build in some urgency. However it works for your brand, it will help you move the sales needle. All right, I would love to hear what you have observed about Amazon Prime Day marketing or partnerships, or even the great deal that you snagged during Amazon Prime Day this year. Hop on Instagram, find the post. Let's keep the conversation going. All right, guys, I'll talk to you next week. Thanks for joining me today. You can access more info in the show notes at thelonggamepodcast.net. If today's show connected with you in some way, please share it with your friends or hop on iTunes and leave me a review. Until next time, keep playing the long game. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.